A good Friday night to you, sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for James Harden.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And the Clippers starting five. Man in at shooting guard with George at small forward. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Harden in at the point. And for the Pelicans, Ingram at the three with Williamson playing the four. In the backcourt, it's McCollum and Jones. And it's Valanciunas in at the five. And we know, Greg, most of the talk coming into this game focused on the front court matchup. A lot of talent in the low post here.
And, you know, a lot of times that means it'll come down to the rebounding battle. Whoever controls the boards will have a big leg up in the physical and mental aspect of this game.
Now here's Ingram. Valanciunas in the high post. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Here's George. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
These are the kinds of shots that get Paul George into a rhythm, which is terrifying for a defense.
Valanciunas with a screen on Harden. McCollum passes to Valanciunas. Can't throw down the reverse jam. And it's Leonard, top of the key. Plays it up and banks it in.
Not enough. Kawhi Leonard is too strong to get rattled by contact.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. 4-point game. Outside, Jones. Valanciunas sets a screen for Jones. Pass to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
When you have the size that Valanciunas has, there aren't many people getting in the way of your dunk.
And Smitty, we know when it comes to the Clippers, they seem to go as Kawhi Leonard goes.
No doubt, Kevin. The only year they didn't make the playoffs with him, he was hurt. But when he's healthy, they are dangerous. What I like about Ingram at this point in his career, very decisive in his actions.
The pass to Zubac. He dishes it to Leonard. Here's man, defended by Jones. 4 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And here's George for 3. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Good focus from Zubac. His guys appreciate the hustle.
Passes it to Valanciunas. Valanciunas sets a screen for McCollum. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Harden against McCollum. From deep, George drains the three-pointer. George has got 5 points so far.
When Paul George is on the court, the defense has to be aware of him on the perimeter.
Ingram outside. Here's McCollum. His last outing, he had 8 points. Inside, Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
Such an effective playmaker. You gotta be impressed with CJ's ability to hit open teammates.
Zubac, a screen on Ingram. That one goes. Count it. George has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And it's Ingram missing.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
From deep, George. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Their D was just phenomenal in the last game. We'll see if they bring that same intensity again.
Now Valanciunas. Paul George missing from long range.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Harden finds Zubac. George looking over the floor. By McCollum. Zubac with the screen for Harden. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Ingram outside. Over George. And that one's good. Ingram.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Leonard inside. Working on Williamson. Yes, that goes in.
His tremendous hands are part of what makes Kawhi effective inside. That's why they call him the Claw.
And here's McCollum. Still yet to score. Pass to Ingram. That one's not going to go.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Clippers lead by 6. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
They knew that the arena would be rocking. And if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Out on the wings for him, Powell and George. Plumlee out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Highland in at the point. Here's George. The Pelicans make their last shot. 6 to shoot. Pass to Highland. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Hawkins. Pelicans trail by 6.
And it's nice to have a guy like Highland out there, so good at creating his own shot if he has to.
Bones is aggressive and accurate off the bounce. He's got tremendous speed with the ball in his hands, and he loves to play one-on-one. Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Up top, Tucker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Here we are, Smitty, right smack dab in the dog days of the season. How are the bodies feeling, you think, at this stage of the schedule?
Kevin, if they tell you everyone's 100% healthy, that's just not true. Avoiding major injuries is huge for a team, but all players deal with aches and pains throughout the course of the season.
And the first one drops. So for the Pelicans, Ingram, he's checked in for Marshall. And it's Herbert Jones in for Hawkins. And then for Los Angeles, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Mason Plumlee. And it's Harden in for Highland. Both free throws good from Tucker. Here's McCollum. Still scoreless. Outside, Jones. Shoots over Powell. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to 3 on the bucket from Jones.
Herb Jones with great balance on that shot. Loves when he plays inside.
And there's the pass to Powell. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Powell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Pelicans have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Nance outside. He kicks to Ingram. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 6. The 3 from Harden. No good that time.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Jones looking for an opening. Here's McCollum. Again, the Pelicans score.
C.J. McCollum making the mid-range shot look easy.
Harden against McCollum. Harden the pass to George. 14 feet away. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. The Pelicans have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Nance outside. Driving the lane. Here are the top shooters from deep this month. These guys have been raining down threes lately. Herbert Jones is second.
Sometimes a three-point shooter gets into that rhythm and just keeps carrying it over. That's been the case for him the entire month.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Zion Williamson's checked in for the Pelicans. Hawkins comes in for McCollum. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Mann comes in for George.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And with the big collisions we see in the paint, and Greg, there are some have argued for changing the charge rules. Could you see that?
You know, there's talk of extending the restricted area. I've even heard some say ban charges by help defenders. I like the former idea. It seems less extreme.
Both shots good from the stripe. And so Harden will bring it up for Los Angeles. Passes to Leonard. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Mann. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Williamson kicks to Hawkins. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Harden left side. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Harden's got his second basket of the night.
I like to see Kawhi looking for his teammates, keeping the offense flowing.
Hawkins passes to Williamson. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of the game. Great D that time from Leonard. Powell finds Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The nuances that Kawhi has added to his game. That time, the little up fake.
The Clippers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
You know, Kawhi Leonard can be kind of a mystery off the floor, but when he's playing, his actions speak for themselves.
Valanciunas, who's checked in for New Orleans. McCollum comes in for Hawkins. Good on both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
43 seconds left to play in the first half. McCollum dishes to Valanciunas, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
When a guy as big as Valanciunas gets the ball that deep, quite often the only answer is to foul him.
The Pelicans have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
He's a big man who plays to his strengths. Valanciunas offers a lot of grit and toughness.
And he makes both free throws.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Powell against Jones. Powell kicks to Harden. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Pass to Leonard from outside the arc. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Confidence off the catch. That's what makes Kawhi Leonard such a dangerous player.
Now here's Ingram. 20 points for him last game against Cleveland. From 18 feet away, the shot comes out.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Here with Ty Lue, good rhythm for your offense in the first half. What did you like about the start?
Moving the basketball, taking the right shot, making the right play. We make the extra pass, we're a tough team to beat.
And you were sure tough in the first half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
You look at Los Angeles, they've been just solid at times, and at other times they've been awesome. Fun team to watch when everything's in sync. Are they a true championship contender? We'll see.
And guys, time now to talk about Kawhi Leonard. How incredible did he look in that first half?
Kawhi is a monster. He takes over games on a regular basis, which is exactly what we saw in the first half.
A multi-talented guy, and it's on display tonight. But you'd think he'd crack a smile every once in a while, maybe? And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
The front court full of star power with Ingram and Zion. In the backcourt, it's McCollum and Jones. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Injuries have hampered Paul George over the last few years, but when he's healthy, he's elite.
Greg, he's still a go-to option offensively, who can guard the league's top wings. And as he's aged, he's really embraced a leadership role.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George is one of the game's premier two-way wings. He says, I believe in my talent and what I can do, but I feel my job is to make everybody better. That's what I try to do when I'm on the floor. Just make the game easy for everybody, whether it's creating or just being aggressive and making reads off of that. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, David lets the game come to him. Well said by him. Thank you. And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by New Orleans. Harden against McCollum. Ingram kicks to McCollum. Ingram up top, defended by George. Ingram against George. Excellent D there from George.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
That one rolling around and rims out.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Now here's Jones. Tight defense on him. Williamson outside. Down low. No good from Valanciunas. Clippers leading by 6. Harden the pass to Leonard. Outside, George. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. George has got 10.
Excellent decision from Paul George. Knew as the ball was coming, he was firing right away.
Valanciunas sets a screen for Jones. From outside, off the mark.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
George passes to man, and it's in there.
Love what Paul George is doing right there, spotting those wide open guys.
Pelicans trail by 11. McCollum deciding where to go with it. That one goes in. McCollum's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Harden against McCollum. Lets it go with the 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
1:35 left in the third. McCollum against Harden. And the rejection by Zubac.
Great awareness on defense there. Zubac relishes blocking shots.
Leonard with the bucket.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
To the right side. McCollum with the ball. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Second shot opportunity. Valanciunas, good.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
McCollum against Harden. Zubats with the screen for Harden. Here's Leonard. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one. Now McCollum. Williamson a screen on Harden. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Nice shot from the wing. McCollum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This is CJ's role. He's out here to score as much as possible.
Outside, George. Harden against McCollum. Launches it. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. And here's McCollum. 6 points for him. Valanciunas in the high post. Shoots over Zubats. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Valanciunas. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Los Angeles on top, up by 10. From New Orleans, back in a moment. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here is Hawkins. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Out on the wings for him, Powell and George. P.J. Tucker is out there with Plumlee, and it's Highland in at the 1.
Never short on effort. Herb Jones gets to add another at the line.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
And the free throw, no good.
A high second-round pick. Herb Jones has done a nice job turning himself into a rotational piece.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
And here's Jones after the three-pointer from Norman Powell. Out to Ingram. Nance sets a screen for Ingram. And Nance now atop the key. On the clock. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Highland passes to Powell. The feed now to Plumlee. Outside for George from downtown. And it's Ingram with the rebound. And Ingram has got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 11. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Outside for George. And his offense just hasn't been there.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Nance, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Some changes for New Orleans. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nance. Zion Williamson comes in for Trey Murphy. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Hawkins. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Plumlee. Leonard comes in for P.J. Tucker. Mann's checked in for Powell. And it's James Harden in for Highland. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Guys, here's what Willie Green was doing in reviewing the plan with his team. Now, he was very encouraging toward his guys. He said, look, you're working hard out there, but I need you to keep doing that. Crucial point right here. Give me everything you have so you can expect intensity out of this huddle. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now here's Ingram. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Each year, Brandon becomes a little more assertive at the offensive end, and we know he has the talent.
And he knocks down the first one.
Brandon Ingram is a fascinating player, multi-dimensional and versatile. Needs to keep improving.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Harden with a screen on Ingram. George with the bucket.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Harden against McCollum. Ingram a screen on Harden. And the Pelicans miss again. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 9-1 run. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And the pass to Valanciunas. McCollum against Harden. McCollum dishes to Williamson. Back to McCollum. 5 to shoot. The 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Pass to Harden. Now here is George. Pass to Zubac. Over Ingram. Some solid defense from Ingram. Pelicans trail by 16. McCollum outside. Floats it up for Williamson. That shot missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Clippers.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And with this win, they bring the season series to an end, guys, with a split, 2 games apiece.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for George.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Clippers. At one point, they led by 16. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by New Orleans. 34 seconds left in the game. Valanciunas with a screen on Harden. Here's Ingram. Over George. And it's Ingram missing.
That was the best he could do. Just fade a little bit, try and get a clean look, but the defense was right on him.
Here's Leonard. So the Clippers winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kawhi, how satisfied are you with your team's performance tonight in this win?
We did a great job tonight. You know, we got to come in every game with the defensive hat on first, and we did that tonight. We made shots, and we ended up winning the game.
You took it to them when it mattered, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And now our New Balance player of the game, Paul George.